Hey, all you tuggers and tuggettes. Remember when we said we had something special for you this season? Well, here it is. We are really excited to announce that support for These Unprecedented Gays is brought to you by Manscaped, providing the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
And I'm about to pick it up, girl, because, Paul, you know Manscaped Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. You can join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you.
For me?
For you! 20% off and free, guess what? Worldwide shipping, because we are what? Global. So you're going to use the code TUGAYS, and that's TUGAYS at manscaped.com. 6
million men. Now, if my math is correct, that's like 12 million balls.
That's a lot of balls.
That's a lot of balls.
We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy.
But
Ruben Stoddard.
Oh yeah, Ruben Stoddard.
No.
Oh, what was the other guy that kind of had like the raspy, smoky voice?
Okay, so like
Taylor Hicks.
Okay, but like I'm talking lasting, like from their season.
Well, because J-Head didn't even make it. She was also one of those.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, but she's won an Oscar.
Yes,
she's an EGOT.
She's an EGOT.
She's an EGOT.
And she's like less than 30.
No, she's like 38, I think.
Is she?
Yeah, she's real good.
Okay. Did we start already?
I knew. I had heard the clicks. He's a sneaky devil.
Well, I also don't see the stopwatch going.
I know. Well, because you guys were so engrossed, but like I saw it. I saw you, sneaky devil.
It was stealthy.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of my bad peripheral vision.
We were just trying to figure out like who's had like a lasting career, because Tori Kelly was on American Idol in 2010. But like, yeah, it's Carrie, J-Hud, and Kelly.
I haven't seen any of the like American Idols probably past season 4.
Oh God, no.
There's like what, 30?
Yeah, it's all
but like
that.
what did they? That's my thing. So like you won American Idol now. Oh, like David Archuleta.
Oh, I love him. Leave him alone. He's so amazing.
Okay, who was the guy who had the band? It was just his last name. Daughtry. Okay, so he had a pretty good...
I do know a lot of...
Yeah, I'm like, for somebody who didn't watch past season 4...
well, that was season blah, blah, blah.
But like, he had a good career for a little bit there, and then kind of just like died out.
Yeah.
You know? So...
I think he got into like Jesus or something.
Oh, Scott McCreery. Remember him?
Like, Scott McCreery had a little bit of it, but
wait,
like, there's
Phillip
nobody...
Philip Phillips was on there?
Yeah, Philip Phillips was on there.
Oh.
But like,
and
nobody
Jordan
else.
Sparks.
Oh, Jordan. Okay, but she hasn't had a lasting career.
I see what you mean.
No.
Okay.
Like, yes, I love Tattoo and Battlefield, but that's not a lasting career, girl.
And nobody's talking about Fantasia.
No. Fantasia did really well on BET. Like, a lot of movies on BET.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm talking about something other than, like, now you're playing the Pride Circuit. With your 3-hit songs. You know, even the Kimberly Locke had, like, one song.
Who's
She didn't
Kimberly
win,
Locke?
but she was, like, a runner-up on, like, I think Taylor Hicks season or something. I don't know.
Just Sam.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Yeah.
Okay, season 18.
Oh.
So, I'm Paul.
I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays.
Oh my
so,
God.
how was your week, Joe?
Well, now I'm thinking about American Idol, and if it's season 20, is that 20 years that it's been on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they only do it once a year, not like Survivor where they do a spring and a fall.
Didn't they stop for a little bit and then it came back?
Yes.
So it must have come out in like
Thank you.
98 or maybe? Or 99?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
I remember the first season when it was 2 hosts.
With Simon Cowell and...
No. With
the
Ryan
guy.
Seacrest and Brian Dunkelman.
Who's Brian Dunkelman?
See, unless you watched the first season, you don't know this guy.
Well, I remember Ryan Seacrest.
Right, but in the first season there were 2. He was
This
the
guy.
darker-haired one. Yeah. So
Look at how young they
You got to refresh.
Oh.
so anyway,
Brian Dunkelman.
Brian Dunkelman.
That's a last name.
Yeah. That's why it didn't work.
Well, I mean, you got Seacrest. Oh my god! I don't remember.
So
I don't know who that was at all. No, my week was, it was fine. Nick had a birthday.
I know.
So we had celebrated it. We, on his actual birthday, went to Fortunate Sons and got really good Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also met up with you guys and went to, was it Park Bistro?
Yeah.
Park Bistro Cafe, Chalet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
For brunch.
Where they had no
the gays
quiche,
do
no
brunch.
water, no chicken, no chocolate. They had nothing.
They had no quiche.
No, they were out of the quiche, and then you got the last of the cocktail, raspberry
Oh, right,
bomb.
because we got the last raspberry
It was
smash.
meant to be.
I was like, thank God I
delicious.
didn't want another one because I wouldn't have been able to have it.
No. And then we had that chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah, because Andy made a chocolate raspberry cake with a tourbillon?
I don't know.
Like,
I just called it good.
tourbillon.
It's like tourbillon.
Yeah.
Oh, so like to infinity and tourbillon?
Oh!
Oh, boy.
No.
It's French for a whirlwind, so it's a spiral.
Oh. How apropos because Hurricane Ian is battering Florida right now.
Wait, I thought it was K. No, K hit
No.
us. And then there was Fiona. And now there's Ian.
Yes, Ian is the one that's wrecking havoc right now in Florida.
I'm not, so give me what's the update on that?
So it came on at an almost Category 5. It was like 2 miles under with the wind speed of hitting a Category 5 hurricane.
Is that the worst one?
Yes.
Okay.
FYI, Paul's from Florida, so he's an expert in hurricanes.
Yes, you're a meteorologist.
I'm like, let me tell you, like, being from Florida, you, like, learn how to read this stuff, and then, like, even when the meteorologists say stuff, you're like, no. That's not what's going to happen. It's going to turn. And look what happened. It turned.
So, but, like, it, like, circle the eye or whatever, right?
So when you're looking at it, the more powerful the storm, the larger and clearer the eye of the storm is.
So the powerful storm has a big hole.
Yes, basically.
The power bottom.
Hurricane
power
Ian's a
bottom.
big old bottom. Oh my god!
But it is like gonna batter.
It's
like,
well,
Florida.
I think I saw the like amount that I know is that there's just like a bunch of rain happening right now.
Well, the funny thing is like if you go to Tampa Bay, like along that coast, you can see the water receding near where the eye of the storm is, and like the water is receded
it's like
all the way
going back
back
in the ocean.
Yeah, so those surges are going to be huge.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's and Tampa, a lot of their cars right now because of the amount of rain that's fallen, a lot of them are underwater right now.
Their cars.
Their cars.
Well, that means like
and
their
houses
homes.
and everything. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. And then they told them like if you haven't gotten out and evacuated when they did the mandatory evacuations, you're basically stuck.
Maybe this is how like some great things come about of Florida's clearing.
My question is, why do they allow people to rebuild in those? Is it? I mean, I was hearing that like FEMA helps require like better structural builds, but people go back and build right where there was.
Because they want to live there.
Yeah, I guess
You understand the
risk.
Well,
the
and also,
risks.
if someone tells you to evacuate and you don't, like, shame on you. Like, hey, I'm an expert and I'm telling you to evacuate, but you don't believe me, then okay, your home's gonna go away.
Let me tell you, what's happening with this is giving me like 2004 Charlie vibes because like Hurricane Charlie when it came through Florida, it was just horrendous. Like,
Were you there?
I was there.
Okay.
It scared the hell out of me.
Okay.
And like power lines were down in the streets and
Wait,
like,
was this when you were in like the apartment with the dog?
yes.
Okay.
That was Charlie.
But not
Look
the
at you
dog.
remembered.
Yeah, I told you I'm an auditory learner and I remember these things. Because you were with a man.
Well, he left right
But
before
like,
that.
yeah, so like that was the thing. Like you were with a man, but then he left, and then you had a dog, and it was like here's a hurricane.
Yes.
And like you had to go outside on the little like square stoop thingy to let the dog out to pee.
But like, if you go on, you can see some videos from Tampa, and there's like a down power line in the water, just sparking like crazy.
that's
It's so
dangerous.
cool to watch. It's cool to watch, not cool to be there.
I was like,
to all our friends in Florida and Tampa, I'm so sorry.
thoughts and prayers.
But like, and I said, the worst thing that could happen for this storm is it will go right across central Florida, right to the middle of Florida, and then come out the other side, hit the water again, and then turn back into the States. And that's exactly what it's going to do right now.
So it's going to go... So it's coming... Okay, I see. So then it'll go like to what?
It'll go basically across Florida, and then a couple of different tracks because they have a cone of chance of where it would go.
Oh, come on. Cone of chance? Oh, my God.
So, like, this one is a couple of days ago. So now it shows that the track is through Florida, and then out by Jacksonville, and then back up again above Georgia.
For those people listening at home, Paul's standing in front of a giant blue screen with his hands as he talks.
Yep.
I've got my sleeves rolled up. I got my jacket off. I got my tie untied.
Back to you in the studio.
We're gonna be here all night long with you guys.
Oh my God. Can we just imagine you reporting, like, out in the field, like, being pummeled by rain?
I'm like, bitch, I'm going inside.
He's got that touch screen like the guy on election night. Circling and shit and pointing arrows and shit.
I'm circling things.
Oh, wow. So that's going to go, like,
yeah, it's going to be a hard next couple of days for Florida and stuff.
And the concern is that once it hits water again, it gets stronger.
Yeah. Yes.
And re-intensifies and then hits land a second time and causes more damage.
Basically, when it hits land, it goes on at almost a Category 5. It's a Category 4. As soon as it hits land, it loses a lot of power. So it drops to like a 1.
Okay.
And then it becomes a tropical storm as it moves across Florida. The problem is that when it gets back out into the Atlantic, there's a chance that it could gain more power. And then... Because it's also creating tornadoes, too.
In
Florida,
the ocean?
No, in Florida. Like, Florida isn't really known for tornadoes, but, like, it's creating them.
God, Sharknado's happening.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to go for Gatorland, so you might have Gatornado.
What if? Oh, my God.
Could you imagine?
Well, I mean, I know that, like, the scientific accuracy of Twister, and then there was a cow in the tornado.
I love that movie
so anyway, back to how your week went.
I'm living for this tangent. I don't even know how we got on that topic. Cake. So we had Andy's cake. Not like that. And then I also experimented with Max. Not like that. But now that we know he doesn't really like his bike leash, I was like, I'm going to have to, like, run with you. And so I, like, ran with him, and I learned that he is very fast, which I already knew. But, like, he is a fast runner, and he, like, pulls you. So I was like, I could do, like, a 30-minute run for him, but, like, I don't have the energy to do it.
Yeah.
And then that was about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I've been boring.
Yeah.
What about you?
We saw you guys on Sunday, and... celebrating Nick's birthday because he's an amazing human and we love him. And then and then that's it. Really, we didn't really do a lot.
We've been really boring.
Madison was even on his best behavior.
Huh?
Madison was even on his best
Madison
behavior.
was on a great behavior. I was like, he didn't drink, but I think it was because he had to be on a flight.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to Madison. Hey, girl.
but I was like, okay, I like this Madison.
That's my bestie.
And then we started following each other on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Because as soon as we were done, it was like I was on Instagram and it suggested him. And I'm like, of course it did.
I can't deal with that.
So, all right, so we're going to get into our favorite segment. It's time for Mouth to Mouth. Mouth to Mouth resuscitation. So Joe was giving you life this week.
Not that car.
Okay.
But don't forget that we are real life recorders as you are a meteorologist right now. Just a couple things. So the first one is Nespresso released their pumpkin spice cake pod.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I saw this thing. It was from Kim Chi, and I posted it on Instagram. But it was like, stop making fun of people liking pumpkin spice. We should just be happy white people and can now enjoy spices. And I was like... True.
But I mean, it's pumpkin spice anything. I'm going to go for it. So that's one.
Pumpkin spice enema?
A coffee enema is dangerous.
I know, because it's like...
It, like, could kill you.
Could you imagine if you had an iced pumpkin spice enema?
I'm fine with that. Ew. Have you... Okay, speaking of pumpkins, have you seen this, like...
Have I stuck one up my ass?
That,
no.
Yeah. What is with that? Like, I don't know, and you're like into like the world and know what's going on.
It's just a joke. It's just a meme because it's pumpkin season and people love pumpkins, and so they're just going to shove one up their ass.
But I was like,
it's like that.
I was like, okay,
So now you know.
okay.
I don't know what you guys are reading.
I don't know. What websites are you on?
This is the part of the internet that we hang out in.
Was it on the Reddit? I think it was.
Am I the asshole for going to a pumpkin patch and sticking a pumpkin up my ass?
I mean,
Not if you have a tip jar.
I think.
Was somebody else waiting for that
But
pumpkin?
also exposing yourself. Well, I mean, if you did it behind like a sheet or something, maybe
Yeah.
not. We should ask someone to post that. Okay, so that was one. The next one is there's this maple waffle cereal from Kashi,
Oh.
and it's supposed to be like healthy,
Okay.
which means like it's not, but like I feel healthier because it's Kashi, and like that's how it's marketed to be healthy.
I just feel like this is a good drag name.
Okay.
Kashi Go Lean.
Kashi is owned by the Kellogg Company.
So there you go. It's just basically Frosted Flakes, just with a different name.
It's Japanese for cardboard.
Is it really?
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know other languages. I could believe it. It could be Kashi cardboard. Same for
Some of their cereals are good.
Well, they have like the healthier options, and I was like, oh, Kashi, like they're healthy. So I guess they're not. Whatever. Well, that's one, and then the last one is that the plant that I almost killed is kind of coming back to life.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's growing new leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, turning over a new leaf.
Resuscitation.
Yeah, sure. It's amazing what happens when you don't drown plants.
Yes, exactly.
What about you?
So I have two things. The first one is on Twitter. There is a fan account called She-Hulk. Mm-hmm. It does not have a blue tick. It has nothing to do with the show, but they are trolling these trolls like crazy on there. Like they created this picture and used like all the She-Hulk kind of like stuff like the I don't know. Anyway, they made it so it looks like it's not made for incels. And so it kind of looks like it would be part of the show, but it's not. It's just a fan account.
It looks real, yeah.
But like YouTubers are getting crazy because like man-hating She-Hulk. This is why your ratings are low, blah, blah, all because of this one Twitter account, and I love it. And it's they're basically trolling these people like,
Love that.
get over yourself.
I love that.
Yeah. And then my other thing is Rihanna announced that she's going to be doing the Super Bowl.
Yes. Yes.
But I really just want her to come out and do like a whole presentation on the new Fenty line.
Or her underwear line.
Right. And it's like a fashion show. It's not even her concert. It's just like, but people are going crazy because
yeah,
like,
I'm down for it.
they're also thinking, oh, she's going to announce her new album.
Doubtful.
No.
She's announcing her new Fenty line, yeah.
Right. But I'm also like, okay, in this show, if you don't have Alyssa Edwards and Tatiana come out and do Shut Up and Drive.
Thank you.
And if you don't have Britney come out and do the S&M remix for you, what are you even doing?
Or Tom Holland doing the lip sync version of Umbrella.
Yes! That would be amazing.
I know that show is like for straight people and everything, and like drag queens have been lip syncing for an eternity, but I feel like he was probably the best performance.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hands down.
And I was like, I'm like, does she have to learn all of her lyrics now from all of her songs?
Well, thankfully she hasn't had an album in what, like
6 years.
6?
Yeah.
What was the last album she put out?
I can't remember.
So 2018.
Yeah, but is she gonna have Drake there? Who's she gonna have? Is she gonna have like Nicki Minaj there? Like everybody is like
Wait, what song did she do
speculating
with
who's
Nicki
gonna be at
Minaj?
this halftime show with
What
her.
song did she do with Nicki Minaj?
I don't know, like a remix. I don't
Oh.
know. But she has to have Drake because they have like 3 or 4 songs together. Like, so that would be awesome if she did. So anyway, so that's what I'm looking for.
I'm excited. I'll watch the Super Bowl. Or whatever.
Everybody's like, how much are the tickets to the Rihanna concert with the football game?
Well, that was like when Beyonce did it.
You're right, yeah.
Or like Katy Perry.
I mean, this really is like, lately it's been all about the gays for the Super Bowl.
But look at them marketing, because like think about it, like straight people don't care. Like straight men are like, oh, halftime. That's when they leave and go have their wings.
Well, the straights had last year. Like, let's be real. When they
last
did all the
year?
West Coast with like Mary J. Blige. Good thing that wasn't
some
porn,
Rihanna.
Andy.
It wasn't. It was a train.
I do wonder too, though, because Apple Music is like the official sponsor now of the.
Oh,
of the
I did not
halftime
know
show.
that. Pepsi isn't no longer.
It's now Apple Music. So I wonder if that's going to change any.
Ooh.
Maybe they'll have the Pepsi challenge.
It probably
Maybe.
it
you remember
just
that?
means that they'll just be the Apple logo instead of the Pepsi logo. That's
Yeah.
We should bring back the Pepsi challenge. Did you ever do it?
No.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh my god! Back in the day, like, and I want to say like 2008 or maybe I don't know the time. It was a while ago, and they had this thing where they would have like a booth, and it was like a Pepsi booth, and they would have you taste Pepsi or Coke, but you wouldn't know what it is, and like you would pick the Pepsi. But I'm like, I would be able to pick the Coke, and like the whole family was like, we would know which is which, and we never did it.
Well, and it wasn't pick the Pepsi or pick the Coke. It was which do you like better?
Yeah.
And they were trying to say most people, if given the option, would prefer Pepsi.
It was good marketing. Yeah, maybe
But-
they didn't have that in Utah.
Also, I'm pretty sure like you can taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke,
100%.
right?
I mean, I would hope.
Maybe that's why the Pepsi challenge hasn't lived out. We don't do that anymore. 'Cause we know.
it didn't work out the way they wanted it to.
Well, I think that challenge is what rose the whole idea of New Coke that was going to taste more like Pepsi.
Oh yeah, because it was like a
You're right.
sweeter kind of
Right.
taste to it.
New Coke?
There was New Coke for a little while.
It was called New Coke?
Yeah, it was called New
No,
Coke.
it was not.
Yes,
It
they got rid of
lasted
the
a
old
short time,
Coke,
and then New Coke disappeared, and then it was Coca-Cola Classic.
Oh my god.
and then they just went back to Coke.
Oh, jeez. I mean, as they all do.
I mean, I was like, Coca-Cola Classic. Is there cocaine in here?
We're going to do an upcoming episode on the history of Coca-Cola.
Oh, there you
Well, you'll be like telling us all. Okay, maybe you can speak some Japanese or Chinese for kashi or whatever it is. Sorry, everybody.
Japanese is Coke for sweet tea.
Oh, my
Or
gosh.
Coke is Japanese for sweet tea.
When you say something with enough conviction, I'll believe it. It's like, oh yeah, like when you were giving your meteorological or whatever thing, I was like, category 4? Sure. The category is 4.
All right. So this week we're going to talk about this article that I saw on BuzzFeed. It was like 79 first date questions that are non-boring, and I was like, this is really cool. And I was reading through it, and then it helped me think of like some that I made up on my own too.
She's so original.
But I was like, these aren't just like first date questions. Like these are through your relationship kind of questions, because some of these you should be asking. You can ask at any point, you know. Like, even if you're... So we're going to help you people, all of our listeners who are out there that are single, or maybe you just started a new relationship, and maybe you're 6 months into your relationship, and that's amazing, and you feel like that is a long-term relationship, and I agree with you. But, so these are some questions that you can ask, and I'm like, we're going to answer them too.
Yeah. Or, I mean... Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, and it also is relevant if that question would matter to you.
Right, and we're going to, like... And so this will be, do I really care about this? Is this something that is a non-starter for me?
Or irrelevant.
Yeah, or irrelevant. So,
Yeah. Well, I was telling you before we started, I was like, I would have asked all these questions. So, I feel like we're going to or we're not going through all of them, right?
no, we're not going to go through all
Do you
79.
want to start from the top of the list? Because I feel like you and me would probably pick some. of
I
the
feel
same.
like you would probably just, if you want to start, and then I will come up with the ones that I came up with.
Oh, you're so original.
I know. I'm
going to
unique.
start from I'm going to start with the one that I thought of you.
Okay.
The most. And it was, did you ever go through a goth stage?
Okay. Here's the thing.
I feel like I can picture you with like the black eyeliner.
No, like I didn't go through a goth stage per se. Like I didn't dress up in goth and everything. I mean, I did go through this phase where like I wore a lot of black, and then I wore Junko jeans, so like they were big and baggy. But I did listen to a lot of like the Smiths, Susie and the Banshees, KMFDM, Skinny Puppy. Public Image Limited, all of those like emo goth electric bands. I even listened to like Gwar and Ministry.
I have no idea. Clearly, I did not go through a goth phase. I feel like you were like goth-ish, but not. You're like goth light.
See, so it depends on like who you ask, because like back then that was my goth. But for somebody else, Marilyn Manson.
What was not the Muppets? Oh my god, the
Muppets.
No,
They're so goth.
the band with the M. Misfits.
Oh, okay,
Did you
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to them? Weren't they
I
one?
wasn't a big fan of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you were a fan of the Muppets.
I am a huge fan of the Muppets.
I did not have a goth phase.
Okay, see, but like that's and for me, I think that was there were people in my school that had like this. There was this one girl, and I think I told this before, but she was a huge The Cure fan. She was in love with Robert Smith. She dressed in all black, and I mean, this was like she was like pale and porcelain, and she had straw blonde hair.
Oh,
but she would take the front of her hair and tease it all the way up. It was like 1.5 to 2 feet above her head, just straight up.
Just the front.
Yeah, just the front.
So like bangs, but not down over your head, above your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Robert Smith would do.
But,
Oh dear.
and I mean, I still love The Cure. I will still listen to them. They're one of my favorites. So
Well, a broader question, but very similar to that would be: did you have something that happened when you were an adolescent that you either started doing, started wearing, that was a redefinition of who you were?
I think it was like the preppy thing, like oh god, what was the store? American Eagle and like Hollister. So in high school, but it wasn't like my like choice. It was because everyone else did it, and I like followed the freaking pack.
Did you pop the collar?
I did.
did you have like 3 collars that you had to pop?
No, I'm a sweaty person. I could not wear 2 shirts.
See, and I think for me, it was that whole time of like structure and chest king and stuff. So I started wearing these like shirts that had love written on it, but in like hippie colors with paisleys and the peace sign. And I was wearing overalls, but one side hanging down, and like
And your Chico jeans.
yeah, I was wearing true cross colors and Z Cavaricis and stuff like that. So that was kind of like my redefining of myself, because that was like high school, and I felt like a nerd from like elementary school and middle school, and then in high school, kind of changed how I dressed, how I acted, how I like. So it was easy for me to
butch.
Yeah, I want to be butch for people.
I'm butching my love shirt.
So one question I had was like, because this was like on the list, but I changed it a little bit. Like, do you pee in the shower?
100%.
And see, I don't understand when people say no. I'm like, you a liar?
They've said, I feel like I may have read an article that says, if like backed by science, don't quote me, but it says it saves water and it's actually more hygienic to do it.
Well, I mean, it's like, it's not like I'm peeing on myself while I'm doing it. Like, I'm actually.
You're not? You're not taking a golden shower provided by yourself? You're not raining on you.
But this also made me think, like, if you're in a pool and somebody pees in a pool, yeah, it grosses you out, but you're okay with it. But like, if somebody got up out of the pool, stood by the side of the pool, and just like started peeing right directly into it, you'd be freaked out and grossed out. And like,
oh my god!
But why? It's the same thing.
You right. You right.
But we were like, this made us think, because we heard this question on The Circle, and half of the people said, no, we don't. And half of them said, yes, we do. And it's like, come on.
But it
Everyone
also sparked
does it.
A visceral response. Like, people who said they don't really reacted strongly to people who might do that. Like, that would be a strong negative for someone.
Right.
Where I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel like, if someone did have like a really like negative reaction, I'd be like, well, that was fine.
I mean,
we're not showering together.
I'm like, I'm doing it when the shower is on. It's not like I'm just like going into the shower because I have to go pee and just peeing and then leaving. Like, it's in the morning, I'm taking a shower. Oh, I gotta pee. Okay, I'm right here. It's not like middle of the day. I gotta go take a piss. I'm gonna go in the shower and do that.
I mean, you could.
You could, because it's your house. You do what you want.
Water.
I actually read an article today relating to pee, and it was.
You sought it out.
Well, as I was peeing in the shower, but not like taking a shower, there was an article that was like, people with penises, you should sit down to pee. And I was like, what? And the reasoning why is as you have more like problems peeing, it's safer for you to actually sit down to pee. It's more hygienic. And there was another one, but I was like, interesting.
See, that doesn't work for me because I'm a grower, not a shower.
Oh.
So it's like I gotta hold it so that it like points down.
If I have to go to the bathroom, if I have to pee in the middle of the night, I'll sit down.
Oh, I will too.
Yeah.
If it's like, if I'm like waking up
So
while
wait,
I'm
you
supposed
just
to be sleeping.
so it's fine. You'll hold it while you're in the middle of the night, but never during waking hours.
Exactly.
That's what the shower is for.
At night, holding is easier than aiming.
I'm always I'm always worried I'm gonna miss in the dark.
But with that, do you pee with the door open?
100%. Well, wait, with people there or just with me?
It depends.
If there's people over other than Nick, then yes, I'll close the door.
So you're okay with peeing with your partner there,
Yeah.
and you don't care.
I
Okay.
pee on him. I don't. He's like, that's news to me. It's usually when he's sleeping.
It was in the shower. He didn't know that.
I know, right? He just thought it was warm water. I mean, he would never know.
I was soaping his back, and I had to go.
With the temperature that he takes showers, my pee would be, he wouldn't even know if I peed on you.
Oh, see, I take hot showers too.
Scalding.
It's not. Oh,
Oh, Andy's done this thing now where he'll take a warm shower and then the last bit of it he'll turn it cold
In the morning?
Yeah, so that it shocks him.
I do, yeah. I like hot showers. I just am always warm, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, especially during the heat wave, I was like,
Cold showers.
Yeah.
Cold showers help. And then putting your feet in ice buckets.
Okay. So what's your next one?
You've never done that?
No.
Oh, okay. Not same.
I wasn't listening well because I heard you say putting your pee in nice
In nice buckets.
Yeah, I mean, you don't dip your dick in a nice bucket every once in a while. Come on, put on your Sunday's best. Oh, man. So the one that I actually this is really impactful to me is, do you consider K a valid response when texting, like the letter K?
Ooh. Yes. Because I will also send the okay emoji or a thumbs up emoji too, and I feel like that's the same thing.
So for me, the letter K is the equivalent of fuck you. Or if it's K period, it's just I have nothing to deal with you. And I know that it's easier to text back one letter sometimes. My mom does it, and I'm like, that's fine. And it doesn't bother me as much as when I was younger, but I'm like, if people just respond with K, I'm like, that's it? K what? Are you okay? Are you not okay?
See, I feel like it's okay to do that because of
That's spelled O-K-A-Y.
I know. I was telling Andy, I'm like, because there was another question on there was do you spell out you when you text?
Yeah, we're not
But
children.
just a couple of years ago, there was this whole trend of you just do the letter U, the letter R, okay, but I'm like, okay is technically spelled O-K-A-Y,
yeah.
but we shorten it to just O and K. So I'm fine with that. But no, I spell out you now all the time. So
I don't think I've used the letter U since AOL chat days.
Exactly, but you used to do it.
Or T9 texting.
Okay, but do you use hashtags in texts?
I do. I hashtag, and I used to hate hashtags. All right, now Paul, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Have you ever tried doing a little cleanup downstairs around the old Twig and Berries, and you find that you nicked yourself and it looked like a horror movie?
Well, I think I've talked about this before, but my junk always seems a little like a horror movie.
Girl, love yourself, but we know.
I try to. That's probably why it looks like that down there.
Amen.
But I really don't like to groom down there that much because I hate cuts and ingrown hairs. Why bother?
You don't want nicks and cuts. I like Nick, but not,
Cuts.
those kinds of nicks. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You want to know why? Because the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped just arrived, and girl and boy and whatever you are, it is a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer. Do you trim your nose hairs? Because I do.
I do, but I use scissors and I'm like,
That's dangerous.
Like
what if it goes in your brain?
I'm going to cut myself.
You don't want to be on 100,000 Ways to Die. or whatever it is. But the Crop Preserver Ball deodorant is also in there, and the Crop Revive toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. What a package!
Well, let's talk about the Lawnmower 4.0. This trimmer is the future of grooming. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology.
It's time to take care of yourself, so go to manscaped.com and get that 20% off worldwide free shipping with code TUGAYS.
All right, so my next question for you is, what you should ask is, are you allergic to cilantro or asparagus?
What?
Because first of all, this is the whole pee in the shower thing too. Because like, if you're gonna pee in the shower and you're allergic to asparagus, it's gonna smell, and you're gonna know you just went pee. So, but like, what if you really like Mexican food or like Asian food that uses a lot of cilantro, but that person thinks it tastes just like soap?
Oh, okay.
Because it's an allergic reaction when you eat cilantro and it tastes like soap. That's an allergic reaction.
I'm glad
when your
it doesn't
pee
taste like soap to me.
Smells. That's an allergic reaction to asparagus.
Interesting.
Yeah, but would that matter any different than someone being lactose intolerant? Or
oh my god, if you're lactose
gluten-free?
intolerant, like... But here's the thing. People who are lactose intolerant will still eat dairy.
Right.
They don't care.
They'll just shit their brains out later.
Right. People who think cilantro tastes like soap won't eat cilantro at all.
And you also don't have to ask because they'll tell you in the first 10 minutes.
I was gonna say, would that happen on a first date? Would the cilantro thing come up in a first date? If you were trying to impress somebody, like isn't that the first date question?
It's a first date question, or later on down the line. But
Yeah.
like, if your first date is at a taco place,
Be mindful of
that'd
that.
probably be a good thing to find out. Like, are you allergic to cilantro? Because it's in a lot of things.
But would you care? Would that matter to you?
I don't think so, but it is something to know because you want to make sure that you're being, to me, it's being mindful of them. Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't suggest going in some place that like is hard, or you wouldn't cook something with cilantro in it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, and I think that like other various foods that like people don't like Nick doesn't like olives. And I love olives. So I'm like, I'll eat the olives. Just like give them to me.
But like another food thing, it's like, do you have food preferences? Like, do you not eat anything green?
What?
I know. Okay, so my younger sister doesn't eat anything green.
Bingatha?
No, Melissa.
Okay.
Melissa.
Every time you said my younger sister, you say Bigatha.
I just know one of your I know Bingatha, and that's it.
So, but then I was at the luau, and one of the girls that were there was telling me she doesn't eat anything green either, and I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
That's really. I mean, I don't
vegetables?
want to be rude, but like, you might want to start eating some green stuff.
Maybe just take a fiber pill or a.
Right. I mean, like, it's fine. You can get away with not eating green, like, but she didn't want cucumber. She didn't want cilantro. She didn't want guacamole. I'm like, all the good things.
I mean, I'm fine with no cucumber. Like, you can.
But also, like, does that person have, doesn't want their food touching on a plate?
That's my brother.
But see, those are the things that you need to know. Like, because I want to know if you're a wackadoodle.
And are you the kind of person that eats one part of the food? Like, if you have a plate and it has like potatoes, chicken, and like
do you eat it? Do you only eat that
one at a time?
One at a time,
and it can't touch. Okay, no.
See,
I mix it all up.
I'm like, it is a amalgamation. It's like a big
smorgasbord.
bang on my.
The meat has to be at 5:30. The starch has to be at 11:45.
I know. It's like, okay. Okay, so my next one is also food related, and it was, do you start eating a muffin before you unwrap the little muffin sleeve or after you unwrap the little muffin sleeve?
Here's the thing. I saw that, and I'm like, what psychopath eats a muffin without taking the little thing off? Like the
Maybe you like to
off.
eat the top of the muffin first,
Yeah.
and then like motorboat the muffin after?
The fuck are you doing? You're like eating the top like an apple? Like, what is going on?
Listen,
There was
I
a
think
whole
I've done that
Seinfeld
before.
episode about
Yeah, I mean,
muffin
to say
tops.
they sell the top,
Just the-
top of the muffin was the name of the business. But the key to the business was that it was failing because the guy was just making muffin tops and baking it, and Elaine was like, "No, you have to cook the whole thing and then rip off the top,
Right.
and only sell the top."
Because it's cooked differently.
And they were going to donate the bottoms to the homeless or needy, and the needy people were like, "We don't want your fucking muffin bottoms."
Oh, it's a great episode.
Oh my god.
Okay, so how do you feel about
I
that?
unwrap it 100%.
See, I can't eat it with the wrapping. I'm like, even
Same
if
thing
it's
with
just
like a cupcake. People will try and like eat a cupcake without unwrapping
It's because
it.
of it's trying to keep the like. I'm a messy eater.
I know.
I would want to keep it in the little thing.
But do you know what the best way to eat a cupcake is?
not.
You cut it in half and
You cut
flip
it in half, take the bottom, put it on the top, so it's like a sandwich.
I mean, that's a lot of effort. Just put it all in one bite.
Is it though?
Yes.
Like, because you want maximum
Bite. Yes.
frosting to cake
I've
ratio.
never done that before.
But see, now you know. But you can't really do that with a muffin because there's nothing in there.
No.
But like,
What if it's a muffin with like a cream cheese frosting? Would that be a cupcake?
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay. So wait a minute. I'm having a revelation right now.
you're gonna start a whole business.
Are all cupcakes muffins that are frosted?
Like
they're related.
somewhat. Oh my god. Okay, so all cupcakes are muffins, but not all muffins are cupcakes.
Damn.
There you go.
I mean, that's life, everybody.
So something I came up with was like, do you have a song that you can do a cappella if needed to?
I have many.
Like what?
I could do like the Hallelujah song by Rufus Wainwright.
Okay, that's an emo song. So.
It was part of my anti-goth phase.
Okay.
And the Can't Take My Eyes Off You by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Oh, I love that song. That's like one of my favorite songs of all time.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I love that song.
What about you?
I Need Love by LL Cool J.
Oh, dear.
I can do a cappella, straight up, giving you hood rat realness.
Oh
okay.
Okay, I feel like for you, you could a cappella basically every song on Earth.
Almost.
What about Nick?
What about you, Nick? What song can you bust out a cappella if needed to?
Lizzo.
But which one?
I'm just kidding. I couldn't do it at all. Probably I think I keep like a running list of karaoke songs. So let me look. Oh, like Alanis Morissette I could do.
Any song?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Any song.
What about you, Andy?
All 8.5 minutes of American Pie.
Oh. It's 8.5 minutes?
Yeah, a lot of verses, girl.
I almost said Jimmy Dean.
I can do
Sings
the
it.
Star Spangled Banner.
James Dean? No.
No, it's not Jimmy Dean, the sausage guy, or James Dean, the
Who sings the song?
Don McLean.
There it is. Dean, Don, same thing. I want to see that. We'll have to.
Next episode, we're all gonna. Oh wait, we don't have the rights.
One of the first times I actually got up and sang karaoke in public, it was just pick a random song, and that was the first one I recognized. And I was only into it halfway when I realized this is a long freaking song.
no.
And I just felt miserable. Like I wanted to
So
get
then
off
you
the
just-
stage.
But you got to commit once you're halfway
You
in.
got to commit, and it only gets better.
And it's kind of like when somebody does Bohemian Rhapsody at
Yeah.
karaoke. You're like, oh great.
Sidebar: I find that on those kind of songs, the best thing to do is to like get people involved. Like, because if you're up there just trying to sing the whole song for 8.5 minutes, then people are like, okay. But like that song's singable,
And
so you get the
and
whole,
people will join
they will,
in.
yeah. You get everybody in it. Anyway,
By Don McLean. Okay. This one is also very important to me. How do you put your toilet paper on the toilet roll? Over or under?
We do it over at our house.
yeah, that's how it should be.
But when I'm at the office, I give people choices. So we do it over and we do it under because we have two toilet paper holders right next to each other. So we give them choices. Or if they want, we put one on the back of the toilet. So if they want to do it by hand. They do it sideways.
Choices.
If you answer that question, like that wouldn't be your personal choice.
No, I mean, no, it's like,
What is your
I think we've
personal
always like done over. So it's like, yeah.
Under is so hard to like, you have to like basically like jam your hand in and then like pull and then it's just a disaster.
I remember somebody pulled the patent or something for the original
Yeah.
toilet and
And
showed
it was
that it was
over.
intended to be over the top.
Oh, this is a good one because I feel like this could be used twofold, like for your phone or for your car. But like Do you consistently let your phone battery get below 20% or your car under a quarter or an eighth of a tank of gas?
So I am yes to one and no to the other. Which do you think it is?
I'm going to say you don't let your phone get under 20%, but you do let your car get all the way down to like an eighth
Zero,
of a tank.
baby. I drive it until it says 1 mile.
It's so stressful.
But then
It is, isn't it?
So stressful.
no, you got to maximize the gas, right?
No,
You like whatever.
no, it's not.
I don't know.
There's times when I've ridden with Andy and like the car will have like 25 miles, the light will be on, and I'm like, are you going to get gas?
Oh my god, I could do okay. I had it said it was like refill your gas now, and it said 30 miles, and I was like, that could last me like 2 weeks. I'm not gonna fill up. Gas prices are on the down. They're like on the downward spiral.
My last fill up was August 1st or something.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make it to October 1st.
Yeah, 100%. Like, but my phone battery my phone never really goes. I don't use my phone enough to where it will get to that percentage. So like in the beginning of the day, I'm at like 100, and I think by the end of the day, I don't know, I'm at like 40 or 30.
Okay.
Nick does it all the time.
You know what's so funny is when people take screenshots of their phone, like, and they're like, they want to show you something, and they post it on like Instagram or Twitter. My first thing is like, why is your phone at 10%?
Girl, charger. So I got my friends, because they're the same way. It's like their phone is always in the red. And I was like, I'm getting you a portable little like brick
Power
thingy.
bank? Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, how? And then they're like, do you have a cable? I'm like, you need a cable. Like, here's a portable bank. There you go.
Nick, why do you do that?
I just forget to charge it.
But that's my thing. It's like, okay, if you charge your phone every night and it's like in the charger every single day, how do you forget to
bad
charge
habit.
it?
Sometimes it's not in the charger because sometimes I'll have it next to my bed or
Sometimes I've woken up and it's like in the morning and I'm like, why didn't my phone charge? But it's because I hit it when I'm like, because it's on my nightstand. So it's like I would have hit it and it would have knocked it off of the...
Oh, the magnetic puck or whatever?
Right, yeah.
I think I have a weird thing about batteries too. So I feel like I want it to go to a 0 and then recharge.
Well, they tell you it's better if you don't like charge it consistently.
Yeah.
Like you have to let it get under 20 and then
like
you should charge
that's
it.
Stuck with me for some reason, and then what ends up happening is that then I forget to put it on the charger.
Do you want me to? I'm about to blow your mind because technology nowadays is in the software has optimized battery charging, so it won't overcharge.
Well,
your
plus
batteries.
Apple will just like make your phone.
It'll throttle it. Yeah. Oh, a new iPhone came out. Yours now holds 4%. Okay, this one is. I think we all do it, but the question is: do you leave voicemails?
Okay. So for work, yes. If it's like somebody I'm calling, sometimes depending on what I need to say, but I'm also like, I feel weird calling people. Like the only people I call are like my mom and my sister. Like I don't even call Andy. I just text him.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I think for the most part, unless it's like something we really have to talk about, like I need to talk to you right now, like then I'll call them. But I feel like if you get a call, like that's an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The call would be, I left 5 minutes ago. Can you make sure the garage door was closed?
That's because I'm freaking out in the car. It really is like that. I'm freaking out. Like I will like, even if I know that I saw it, I'm good. I will get all the way down to the light down at the end of the street, and then I'll be like, did it close? Oh. And I will turn around
And check.
and come back and check and then go back to work.
You should get a Ring camera that can see your garage door, so you can check in on it.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
Good
Good
idea.
idea.
But then I do that with my car too.
What?
Like when I set the alarm, I'm like, I will hear it, and I know I did it as soon as I got out.
Oh, like locking it?
Right, but then I'll get to the office, and then I'll be like,
Did I lock
let me
my
check it
car?
one more time.
I do the same thing. I do the same thing with my car or my front door. I'm like, did I lock the door? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
3 times every time. Open shut.
But do you leave voicemails?
Oh yeah, I leave voicemails. I mean, for like doctor's offices and stuff like that, like if it's important, yes. Or if, well, I think only for like, I would say like businessy things.
Right.
Like for a doctor's appointment or for like calling, I don't know, for like those kinds of things.
All right, so what's really interesting is, in sales, you have to call people all the time, and you're very often getting their voicemail. And some people religiously don't listen to their voicemails or their mailbox is full.
Yep.
And so you don't really, and I'm calling from an office phone, not a phone where I could text from. So
they may not recognize that number, so they're not going to even bother with the.
So they don't listen
sometimes.
to your voicemails?
often you get people who don't
because their
respond
voicemail.
to voicemails.
Yeah.
Also,
I would listen to your voicemail.
if they call me and leave a voicemail, I like to look at the transcription first to see if it's something I need to listen to or not.
Well, I'll call my brother.
Spoiled.
I'll call my brother and leave a voicemail, and he won't listen to it, and he'll then text me, "What do you want?"
Listen to the goddamn voicemail.
And I'm like, everything is outlined in the voicemail.
Well, and like when patients do that, I'm like, they're like, somebody called and left a voice message, but I'm not sure who it was. I'm like, did you listen to it?
Well, so one of our sons got in the habit, instead of sending you a voicemail, he would actually record his voice on a text message and send that.
Oh, the voice notes?
That's just a text. That's
That's
a
all
voice
it's
text.
now. Well, and then you get like voice notes in like Apple iMessages. Like
Joe's friends do that.
I tell them, I was like, "Oh, I really enjoy listening to your podcast." Because they're that long. I love my friends, but I'm just like, I told them, I was like, less than 20 seconds. I don't need less than 20 seconds. Maybe make it 5.
My personal voicemail says, I will listen to this, but if it's urgent and I may be easier to get a hold of me just sending me a text.
Yeah, exactly.
So
my next one is, what kind of fry person are you? Are you a regular French fry? Are you a curly fry, a waffle fry, a chip, or a tater tot?
that's
Or
a
you only
great
fry.
first date question.
Or a steak fry, or shoestring fry.
You only can pick one?
You can only pick one.
Jack in the Box curly fries.
I love curly fries.
What if it's like what is it, sleep, date, marry? No.
Milk, Carry,
It's-
fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marry, kill, fuck, sorry.
That's what it should be for the French fries.
Oh, you know what? I would fuck the curly fries. And I would marry like a regular fry because they're consistent. And you could like dress it up with like some truffle oil, or like you could have like a nice aioli. And I would kill steak fries.
Okay. See, I'm with you. I'm like, kill steak fries. Nobody likes those.
They are too. I mean,
what
we all
about the
like
ones
a
from
thick
Red Robin?
fry.
They're so good.
I
It's
like
potato.
them thick,
Yeah.
but not that thick. Okay.
And then they have that weird seasoning.
I would kill tater tots for sure.
Oh.
Because see, I would marry tater tots because they're short and stumpy, and I like them like
And
that.
you can make tater tot nachos. Have you ever had tachos?
I love tater tot nachos.
Oh.
I made for St. Patrick's Day. I made some where it was like tater tots with corned beef hash and some other stuff on there.
Cheddar cheese. And
Cheddar cheese
I
and
mean, I
everything.
might have to change because you could dress up tater tots too.
See? So that's why I'm like, okay, gonna marry that one, and I'm probably gonna fuck waffle fries.
Oh.
Because I feel like waffle fries are freaky.
See, waffle fries are there with me. I would kill waffle fries too because it's just like, I don't know, the texture of them. Like steak fries, I don't know. Steak fries and waffle fries they're not good for me.
I love me some curly fries, but sometimes it can be a bit much.
Oh yeah, but only from Jack in the Box. Like all the other curly fries are crap.
Yeah.
And the Jack in the Box ones, I don't know if it's just because they're oozing in grease or there's like the seasoning.
The seasoning
and they're all
sticks
stuck
on there.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a curly fries, it's a curly fry.
Well, my favorite are like when you find that one curly fry that goes on forever.
And it's like a spring. And you kind of like dangle it a little bit. And then you like save it for the end, right?
Exactly.
And then you like savor
put
it.
you over here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. So would you rather bring back the phrase bling bling or what's the dealio?
Bling bling. Because I love that song. Bling bling.
Okay,
I can't do a lot of it. That's not one I can do a cappella from memory.
I would bring back what's the dealio.
Really?
Yeah, like what's the dealio, everybody?
No.
That's fine. You get one, I get one. We bring them both back.
Okay.
Loophole.
So, if I said to you, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Would you know what song that's from?
Yeah, because I've been hit by and I've been struck by a smooth criminal.
But, like, you could change it to, like, any time frame you want to. Like, if you were younger, would you be like, it's gonna be May? would you know what song that's from? Mm-hmm. You know, that kind of thing. Or hit me, baby, one more time. You know,
Like while you're in bed, like, oh, hit me, baby. One more time. We know you like light choking.
I do like a little asphyxiation.
Oh my god. Okay, this one made me chuckle because we have a Whole Foods, but it was how many minutes do you have to spend in Whole Foods before realizing humanity is lost?
30 seconds.
Yes. And I have a problem with our Whole Foods because for some reason that parking lot is always busy and there's a lot of extra parking on that like second level. But then the spaces, the way that they've got like the columns that are there for like structural support or whatever, you can't park anywhere. So then there's like no real parking that you can park in the Whole Foods. So humanity is lost before I even step foot in the...
The good thing is I live close enough to it that I just walk to it if I ever need anything. But we don't ever go to Whole Foods except if it's a specific ingredient that we don't think we can find at the regular grocery store.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like specialty items?
Yes.
Dried strawberries.
Yes. Or crispy lady fingers.
Yeah.
That's your drag name. They have good sushi, though. Surprisingly enough.
they?
Yeah, and it's made fresh.
There's like a person's there making it for you.
I mean, so does Vaughn's and Ralph's, but I don't think I want to pick up the sushi from there.
For some
Yeah, I wouldn't
reason,
do it
I
there.
don't do it at Vaughn's or Ralph's either, but I'm okay with Whole Foods. And it's
Weird.
the same thing. I
that's
think
so
because it's,
weird.
again, it's probably like cashew. I'm like, oh, it's healthy. But it's actually cardboard.
Is there a signature dish or ingredient when you see it on a menu that you will always order?
Truffle oil.
Anything truffle?
Yes.
Oh.
Because usually that means it's like got an extra like layer of flavor.
Okay.
And I like truffle oil, like truffle flavor, because usually it's like truffle fries with like whatever the cheese that they
like
put on.
parm or something like that. Yeah.
Or like goat cheese. Or like truffle oil on a pizza.
Goat cheese is my go-to.
Okay.
And like I used to like truffle oil until I worked at the restaurant, and then we used to have this dish. It was a tuna pizza, and I would have to like
Ew.
and it would. Oh no, it was really good. It was delicious.
It's a ahi tuna poke
Oh,
pizza.
I was
Right.
like, I had tuna pizza in Italy and it was
Yeah,
gross.
it was not what you were thinking.
No, it's not like
Okay.
canned tuna. It's like it's freshly sliced tuna, and it's not cooked or anything. There's like a spicy aioli on the bottom.
Okay.
You put that on top, and then it gets a little bit of drizzle of truffle oil. But it's so hard to like go overboard on that, so I'd be very careful. And then sometimes I put too much, sometimes I put too little. So I'm like, I fucking hate truffle oil. And then one time, I dropped the bottle of truffle oil.
Oh no.
And it's like a small bottle, like
Yeah.
maybe like 6 ounces.
Potent.
But that thing was like $30.
Oh yeah.
And it smelled the kitchen up like crazy.
Yeah. But you were happy.
No. But see, for me, goat cheese or duck. Those are like two things that if I see.
Oh.
And signature dish, if I see like lasagna on there, I'll probably order that. Or if it's like something with the gorgonzola sauce, I'll order that.
That's mine.
Gorgonzola.
Yeah, and that's his
Cheese,
too.
blue cheese or gorgonzola.
Okay.
Anything with au jus, like when it's like a jus, like give me that
Like
jus.
a rye bread with
like the like,
a
a
sandwich.
French dip.
Oh, you mean like the dip? Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, an au jus.
You said he meant Jewish people.
To our Jewish listeners, we are sorry.
Or a beef bourguignon, like that stuff, like anything with like that, like the slow cooked,
Oh, like something braised, if
braised,
you
a
will.
little braised.
I also like lamb. Like anytime lamb's on the menu.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
it's a preparation. It depends on how the preparation is.
Like lamb chops?
I think lamb chops. Yeah, that'd be good. Andy makes amazing lamb chops.
And he makes a lot of
Yeah,
it.
I feel that's
he
a
does.
standard statement, yeah. Oh, is it me?
Yes, it's you.
On the topic of food, do you take bites of food without asking?
Off someone's plate.
I don't think so.
On a first date.
Oh my god!
On
Can
a
you
first
imagine
date?
what Joey doesn't share food? If someone did that on the first date, I'd be like, "You can. There's the door. You can leave."
I mean, I would never ever take anything off of anybody's plate, like it. But I would definitely ask, like, "Hey, can I try some of that?" Like Andy and I will do stuff, and we'll go to a restaurant and then be like, what do you think about getting? Well, I'm thinking about this. Okay, well, I was thinking about this, but I
Yeah.
also wanted to try that.
Then
so we'll
yep.
get both dishes and then we'll share.
Yes.
Or if we're with a group of friends, I'll be like, hey, can I have some of your fries?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Because if I didn't get fries, I'm like, I really want some.
Yeah, asking you shall receive is how I'm at. Like, don't
But I
just
will-
unsolicited, like...
I will hit you with the fork through your hand if you try to like take something off my plate without
Well,
asking.
and on a first date, I might offer rather than ask. Like,
Yeah.
say, would you like a taste of this? Hoping that they reciprocate.
Yeah.
I'm passive aggressive.
Oh, you don't want to try? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to try? It's really good.
Oh my god, your dish looks amazing.
You want to try some of mine? Let's split these.
I always ask you to share, and you're like, no.
Well, but you do it unsolicited.
Jonah, share.
Well,
No,
Nick...
I like to order something with the thought that I'm going to share this.
So, but Nick doesn't
I grew
ask.
up-
Like,
I grew up
we
that
had
way.
enchiladas, and he went in and cut, and I was like, "What are you doing? You cannot have the whole enchilada."
Why not?
Again, asking you shall receive.
Okay.
It's all about consent, y'all.
All right. So, sunrise or sunset?
That's a hard one.
I mean, it makes you think because you're like, are you? Because right off the bat, you're going to say this person is either a morning person or not. Because if they say sunset, then they're not a morning person.
It depends on where I am geographically located.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because like here in San Diego, our sunsets are amazing.
Our sunrises are blah.
Yes, exactly. Unless you're like on a mountain.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting up at like 4:30 in the morning to go trek to some mountain, climb all the way up so I can see the sunrise.
Ain't nobody got time to climb a mountain. This ain't Sound of Music. We don't need to climb every mountain.
Who's the guy from the Bible who climbed a mountain?
From the who?
From the Bible who climbed a mountain.
Moses, when he
Oh,
was going
yeah.
up to get the Ten Commandments.
There you go.
Wait,
I ain't Moses.
Wait, and he saw a burning bush, right? Were they in the burning bush? I don't know
No.
this stuff. There was something in a burning
I think
bush.
that was an STD.
But like, if we were gonna when we were in Hawaii, we thought about like getting up early and going to do a sunrise.
Okay.
You know, but then we were like, no.
Well, personally, there's so many things going against that. It's super cold up there, very likely raining. You get up super early, then you have to walk up a hill. All right, already I'm not interested.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like for me, if I could choose one, it would be a sunrise just because I love like the quiet in the morning and I'm up early. So like, it's this like weird, like in Hillcrest, like when I used to live over like in Hillcrest by like all the bars and everything, like in the morning when it was like dead quiet and it would be like 6 a.m., it would just be great to just like go outside and you see a sunrise and you're like, this is like a special, like no one's out time. And it's just like this calm, quiet sort of thing. But I think sunset for San Diego for sure.
What about you, Nick?
Where I live right now, the window faces the sunrise is beautiful, so I can sit there in the living room and like can see the sunrise. It's quite nice.
Andy?
Location dependent. I want to be able to see it. We see out our window. We see kind of the twilight. And
Yeah,
sunset.
sometimes when we're recording the podcast, the sunset's beautiful.
All right.
Lately, when I've been walking Max in the morning, it's the sunrise. It's at like 6:40 or whatever, and I get a little glimpse of it. But it's just kind of, I don't know. It's a little lackluster.
Okay.
So my last one is: if you could have grown up in any other city, which would it have been?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would think, most people are going to say like New York or something, but I would think I would want to like London.
I was going to say, like, should we make it just U.S. or?
See, I would think any city, so I would probably say London, just because then it's centrally located for me to be able to go anywhere else.
Okay.
Not Sheboygan.
Not Sheboygan. What about you?
I was thinking originally New York, but now that we've opened it up to the world, maybe like somewhere in Australia, like Sydney,
Okay.
just to see life down under.
What about you, Nick?
I would probably say somewhere in Europe, like France.
Okay.
Like Paris?
Andy?
Well, it's hard to say growing up. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I grew up outside of New York, so we had a big city there. Now, as an adult, I could see Sydney, I could see Rome, I could see Florence, Paris.
Okay.
I could live in any of those.
Okay.
London.
You see London, you see
All right.
France.
So my last one is laundry based. All right. So
Wait, okay, hold on, sorry. I thought when you said based, you meant BASTE, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Why are you gonna baste your laundry?
like a turkey.
Right?
So are you a chair or a hamper person? Meaning when you get home and you take off your clothes, do you throw it on a chair in your room or do you throw it in the hamper?
Or the floor.
Or the floor or wherever, or you just lay it on the bed or something.
Okay, listen, privileged chairman in the bedroom. Mine,
I'm CEO in the bedroom.
I own 51% of this company.
I own 51% of this ass.
I mean, you own 100% of it. I do. So I don't have a chair, but I feel like if I did have a chair, it would go on the chair, but then it would go from the chair to the floor because I would need to sit in the chair for something, or like there'd be too much on the chair, so it would go on the floor. But mine, it never goes directly in the hamper ever.
Okay.
Like, it goes to the floor.
Okay.
And then it will then the next morning usually go on the bed so I can run the Roomba. And then it'll go back on the floor. And then it'll be like, well, maybe this should go in the hamper now. And then eventually it gets into the hamper.
See, now I'm a chair person, but if I don't do laundry that weekend and then Linda comes over on that Monday, then it goes into the hamper until I'm ready to do laundry.
Our other corollary question was, when you do your laundry, do you do all of your laundry or do you only wash some part of it?
And with that, are you on top of it? Like, do you automatically wait around for it to be done and then you put from the washer to the dryer and then from the dryer and fold it? Or is there some kind of lax? Because I will admit, I did laundry this weekend and there is a basket of clean whites out in the in the garage waiting to be folded and brought in.
I am on top of it just because it's communal laundry, so I have to be.
Okay.
But if I had it if I had washer dryer like in my apartment, I probably would be lax about it too. Because it's like you get the flexibility and it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. But I do. So for me, like, I have to do my laundry. I do it all. And then I don't separate anything. So like darks, lights, and everything go in one. But then sheets and towels go in another. Paula's looking at me like I have committed a mortal sin.
I know.
Oh my God! What kind of sociopath are you?
I don't have. So I don't wear anything that is like, I don't have white clothes, really. So like I don't have to separate lights and darks because it's just grays and blues.
Oh,
Really?
Okay.
And pink underwear.
Probably because you had white. And
Yeah, it came from red. But I will do. Yeah, so I'll do all my laundry and then I am on it because in my apartment complex, like if you're not on it, people will take your laundry out after 15 minutes. So I get it out, I do my laundry, whatever, and then I fold it immediately.
Okay. What about you, Nick?
I'm pretty good about it in the hamper. Sometimes there's stuff on the floor, but it gets moved to the hamper daily. My problem is I'll take it out of the dryer and lay all the shirts out to fold, and I get busy and I don't fold them. Then I move that, like, the whole thing of, like, laid out T-shirts to the chair. And then maybe I'll fold them the next day and put them away.
It's always the chair. It's always the chair.
It's always the chair.
And Andy? I know the answer.
I definitely do it all. Usually hamper. So everything goes in the hamper right away. And I usually wash all my clothes. And I try to stay on top of it. But I don't always. I mean, we have days when it'll sit more than a day.
Yeah.
Between wash and dry, and then we have to rewash it because
it gets mildew.
Have you ever worked retail before?
No.
Have you ever worked retail before, Nick? You've never worked retail before,
No.
Andy. So it's interesting because I will fold my stuff a very specific way because that's how I folded it when it was in retail.
Do you guys have separate hampers?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you don't.
We don't do. Even when I had kids, everybody did their own laundry.
Really?
I don't.
And that's partly responsibility and chores, but partly
Nice.
if you start buying nice clothes for yourself, you need to take care of them, and
True.
no one's going to be blamed because.
And this
watched it the wrong way.
is a good question to ask when you're starting a relationship. Do you do your own laundry, or would you help with it? Because I thought I was doing something nice and tried to help him with his laundry and fold some of his stuff, and it was yeah, no.
I refolded all of the shit. It didn't fit in the drawer right. My drawer is not a Target shelf. So
Exactly.
It's not made to fit.
So
I feel like if someone folded my laundry, I'd be okay. I would just put it back in.
but if you are specific on how you like to have stuff folded, then it's just like when Linda, if there are clothes in the washer or dryer, she'll finish that off and then she'll fold it and put it in the basket.
Oh,
but
nice.
the way she folds some of the stuff, I'm like, no, gotta refold that because that's not how I like it.
Oh, so you're making fun of me about it?
No, but I'm not in a relationship with Linda. Well, I mean, I love her.
You kind of are. She knows all your secrets.
But also, the way it's folded to me, I'm I don't really care because it's in a drawer. So I don't see it.
Yeah, but people still have. It's very specific.
I'm pretty specific.
Do you put this when you have socks? Do you the sock? What am I trying to say? You fold it into itself or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, you guys, props to you because that is so difficult. I just have a sock drawer and they're just all over the place.
Oh my god, he is a psychopath.
I know.
Do you fold your underwear or just throw it in the drawer?
It's just in a drawer.
Oh my god, you fold your underwear?
No.
He's got 4 underwear drawers.
Why do you take the trouble to iron it if you're not going to fold it afterwards?
Because naturally. Luck is a good one.
Hopefully you could go out there, everyone, and use some of these questions when you're out on first dates, or if you're starting to date someone or start a relationship. These are some good things that you can ask and learn more about each other.
And do your laundry.
Yeah, and please do your own laundry. All right, everyone, have a great week.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.
We want to take this time to thank our sponsor, Manscaped. And we want to remind you, don't forget, you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code TUGAYS, that's TUGAYS, at manscaped.com.
Use that code now to unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.